Good men and good ladies, welcome back to House Mars TV. Today, I'm going to be recapping the second book of the Red Rising series, Golden Sun. I didn't expect the first book recap to get so much publicity, and I'm more excited than ever to continue making content for all of you. I want nothing more than to see this channel grow and provide all the Red Rising fans out there with the content platform this fan base deserves. Leave a comment with ideas for new videos, suggestions, or just full-on bedlam. Without further ado, let's get started. Golden Sun begins with Darrow aboard his capital ship at the Academy, the Society's war college for spaceships and aspiring astral commanders. After a surprise attack by Carnus Albalona, Cassius's cousin, Darrow is defeated and narrowly escapes with his life. On his way back to Luna, Darrow is ambushed by Carnus and other Bellona, and, to add insult to injury, he's beaten and pissed on. On Luna, Darrow meets with Archgovernor Nero Au Augustus and is told that his contract is being terminated due to his high-profile feud with the Bellonas. Victra Au Julii, a lancer of Augustus and one of Darrow's new friends, takes him to Lost City to meet someone who's interested in buying his contract. After arriving to a dingy back-alley club with Victra disguised as Obsidians, Darrow is met by Adrius Au Augustus, the Jackal. The Jackal tells Darrow of his plan for them to work together. They would subvert Archgovernor Augustus and depose the Sovereign. The Jackal would rule, and Darrow would be his right hand. As Adrius said, "I the scepter, you the sword." Then, a pink walks up to them who Darrow instantly recognizes as Evie, one of Mickey's girls who helped him during his carving. Darrow, who hasn't heard from the Sons of Ares since before the Institute, is told by Evie that the Sons are still operating and that she planted a bomb to kill the Jackal. Trying to preserve his new partnership, Darrow flies back to save the Jackal. Darrow then goes to the new Sons outpost and meets with Harmony, Evie, and Mickey. Harmony gives Darrow a bomb and says that Ares wants him to set it off during the Sovereign's Gala, killing every gold of importance from across the society who will be there. He initially disagrees, saying that it's not what Ares would have wanted, but Harmony gives him the footage of Eo's hanging, and he finds out that Io was pregnant. Darrow's rage takes over, and he agrees to use the bomb. Before the gala, Darrow sedates Roke to make sure he doesn't get killed. At the gala, Darrow's final night in Archgovernor Augustus's employ, Darrow finds out that Virginia is with Cassius now. But before he uses the bomb, Darrow has a change of heart. Darrow realizes that killing these golds won't destroy the society, and that it's only good for petty revenge. He then decides that if he wants to dethrone the Sovereign and shatter Gold society, only one thing will work: civil war. Darrow storms into the gala and interrupts the Sovereign's speech by jumping onto the Bellona table and challenging Cassius to a duel in the Bleeding Place in order to regain his honor. At the duel, Darrow confesses that he has been training with Lorne Au Arcos, the Society's greatest Razor Master. Darrow defeats Cassius and is about to kill him, but the Sovereign intervenes, not wanting to lose her newly appointed Morning Knight with Cassius's death. Darrow is about to kill Cassius, claiming the Sovereign can't stop the duel when Mustang stays his hand. Then, chaos breaks out as the Bellonas try to attack Darrow and save Cassius. House Augustus cuts their way out of the gala, but loses several house members, including Augustus's lead lancer, Leto, who is poised to replace the Jackal as the Augustus heir. The Augustans, traveling with the Telemanises, Pax's family, try to escape, but are stopped by Fitchner, who was recently appointed the new Rage Knight by the Sovereign. Darrow goes with Fitchner to see the Sovereign while the Augustans return to their Luna villa. At this meeting, the Sovereign offers Darrow a place in her house if he betrays the Augustans. Using carved creatures that can detect lies, called oracles, the Sovereign questions Darrow about Ares because she believes Nero is Ares and using the Sons to diminish the Sovereign's power. Darrow questions the Sovereign about the capability of the military and the Peerless Guard. Mustang enters the room, and Darrow, seeing an opportunity to make the Sovereign lie, asks the Sovereign if she was going to have the Augustans killed at the gala. The Sovereign, knowing that she's lost, lies with a smile on her face and Fitchner has to kill the Oracle before it can inject its venom into the Sovereign. Virginia is furious because the Sovereign said she would not harm Virginia's family, but the Sovereign tells her that it is for the good of society since the Augustans can no longer rule properly. Mustang concedes, and Darrow, seeing an opportunity to increase his chances of defeating the Sovereign, agrees to join her house and is taken to his new stateroom. Then, Darrow's window shatters, and Severo and the Howlers burst in, telling him that Virginia sent them. The Howlers break Darrow out and head straight for the Augustus Villa to save the Augustans from the Sovereign's kill teams. Darrow uses Lysander, the Sovereign's grandson, as a hostage and frees the Augustus house members from death. While loading into the escape craft that Mustang brought for them, Ajah Grimace, the Protean Knight and a former student of Lornow Arcos, savagely beats one of the Howlers, Quinn, trying to bait Darrow. Surprisingly, the Jackal scoops up Quinn and everyone makes it to the ship safely. Tactus, one of Darrow's allies from the Institute and also a Lancer of Augustus, makes a rude remark about Quinn, and Severo beats the shit out of him for it. Feeling betrayed, Tactus takes Lysander and jumps from the escape craft. Now having lost their only bargaining chip and surrounded by Society ships in orbit around Luna, Darrow decides to launch himself and Severo at the closest ship using star shells, the same way he tried to do at the Academy. Darrow and Severo crash through the viewport and take control of the ship, changing its name from the Vanguard to the Pax. But instead of venting the ship, Darrow gives a speech to all the colors throughout the ship to kill the remaining Society Golds on board. It works, and the low colors throughout the ship subdue and kill every enemy Gold. Meanwhile, an elite Obsidian known as a Stained, named Ragnar Valaris, offers his fealty to Darrow, and Darrow accepts. Darrow then gives command of the ship to a coarse-mannered, intelligent blue named Orion Z Aquarii. Darrow and Severo go to the hangar to meet their allies and find out that Quinn didn't survive. In private, Darrow tries to comfort Severo about Quinn's death, but Severo tells Darrow that Ares is the one who actually sent him to Luna, and then forces Darrow to admit that he is a son of Ares and a carved gold. Severo accepts Darrow's secrets and vows to stay loyal and help him destroy the Society. Darrow, overcome with relief in having a true friend and ally, breaks down, knowing that he is no longer alone. Darrow, Pliny, the praetors of House Telemanus, Cavax, Pax's father, and Daxo, Pax's brother, Mustang, and 50 other praetors debate the next step with Augustus in his war room. Pliny, the Archgovernor's Politico, suggests running away or surrendering, while Cavax suggests killing the bannermen refusing to support Nero in order to show their might. After some time and once all the bickering is ended, Darrow reveals his plan. They will steal all the ships from the Ganymede dockyards and capture the students from the Academy and all the institutes across the Society to use as hostages. And finally, Darrow will go to Lornow Arcos and get him to join their cause. While Mustang, Adrius, and Nero go to Ganymede to get the ships, Darrow, the Howlers, the Telemanuses, and Roke go to Europa for Lorne. Lorne reveals that Ajah Grimace is there, and that he won't join Darrow in his cause. Darrow reveals that he knew of the trap and is planning to have Roke destroy the enemy fleet led by Cassius's cousin, Kellen Albellona. Ajah and Tactus arrive with Obsidians, and they try to attack Darrow. But Darrow brought the Howlers and made a trap of his own. Darrow detonates some explosives he planted, but Tactus saves Ajah at the last minute. To Roke's dismay, Ajah escapes, and, under the Sovereign's orders, Tactus tries to kill Lorne's grandchildren. Before arriving at Pliny's ship for the rescue mission, Darrow takes a leap of faith. He releases Ragnar from his service and tells him the truth, saying that Ragnar must choose whether to join Darrow and the Sons or to expose him and remain a slave. Ragnar chooses to stay, and Darrow knows he has another ally for the Sons of Ares. Darrow and his crew make it aboard Pliny's ship, and when the Golds in the room who sided with Pliny see Darrow's strength, they turn on Pliny and kill him. The Augustan allies and the Jackal are freed, and all of the ships Pliny stole are once again under Augustan control. But Nero remains a prisoner of the Sovereign. Now, Darrow and the Augustus army ride for Mars, and in Iron Rain. Before the battle for Mars, Darrow and the Howlers share a moment of camaraderie in their spit tubes. They're all afraid for the battle that comes, but the friendship that Darrow sees brings him strength. After they launch the Iron Rain and make it to the surface of Mars, Darrow realizes they are 300 kilometers south of where they should be, the Martian capital of Aegea. And they are not in great shape. Many of the Howlers took a beating coming through the atmosphere, and Harpy, one of the Howlers, is now dead. Darrow and his men meet up with Mustang and push to the walls of Aegea. Rogue, fighting the battle in space, tells Darrow that the Sovereign is on Mars and trapped in Aegea. Darrow tells Rogue that he already knows. The Sovereign is why Darrow wants Aegea so bad, and his friendship with Rogue has suffered another blow because Darrow didn't tell Rogue about it. At the walls, Darrow executes his next audacious plan, breaching the walls of Aegea by going through an underwater grate that was cut open in the night by the Sons of Ares. Mustang and her men break off from Darrow's group to go bring down a shield generator and allow more troops into the city. But Darrow's plan was somehow leaked, and just as they emerge on the other side of the wall, they're hit by an EMP, and Bellona troops begin murdering them in their dead star shells. Darrow manages to cut his way free from his suit and is then able to free Ragnar. Then, Darrow gives Ragnar a razor, a weapon that Obsidians are forbidden from ever using by the Society. After Darrow and Ragnar kill the few Bellona troops who remain behind to finish off the Augustan men, they free the rest of the trapped fighters from their star shells. 2 more Howlers, Weed and Rotbeck, are now dead. But Severo, Clown, Pebble, and Screwface are still alive, as well as a few other fighters. Darrow sends Ragnar to lead a band of Obsidians to open the gates to Aegea for the men who are already on the ground, while Darrow and the Howlers head for the Citadel. They make it to the Citadel walls, but only Darrow makes it over. Against Severo's pleas, Darrow, extremely wounded, pursues the Sovereign on his own and actually makes it to her departing shuttle. Once inside, he finds himself alone, facing down the Sovereign, Fitchner, Aja, Karnas Al Bellona, and 6 Praetorian Knights. Darrow kills Karnas but is disarmed and unable to continue fighting after Aja beats him. Ready to end this, the Sovereign tells Fitchner to kill Darrow. Reluctantly, Fitchner approaches Darrow to finish the deed, and at the last minute whispers, "It is me. It's always been me, boyo." Fitchner, Ares himself, shoots his pulse fist at the Praetorians and flies off with Darrow to safety. Darrow wakes in a bed to find Mustang by his side. Finally, Darrow accepts his feelings for Mustang, and they seal the deal. Darrow and Mustang rejoin their friends to celebrate their victory, but Severo interrupts and tells Darrow that Harmony, Evie, and Mickey have been captured by the Jackal. Darrow goes to the Jackal's new estate in Attica with Victra, Severo, and some Sons of Ares to rescue Harmony, Mickey, and Evie. After the rescue, Darrow finally gets to sit down with Dancer, Fitchner, and Severo, where Fitchner tells Darrow that he started the Sons of Ares because of his wife and Severo's mother, who was a Red named Bryn and killed by the Society. Fitchner then tells Darrow that Nero will adopt him as his son to solidify power. Then, the Sons of Ares will arrange for Nero to be assassinated, and Darrow will become the Sovereign. Darrow agrees to the plan, but demands that he will go back to Lycos to see his mother, and he's bringing Mustang to tell her the truth. In Lycos, Darrow meets with his former mine magistrate, Timony Sue Paginus, and bullies him for a bit before declaring that the Reds will have a feast. Next, Darrow visits Eo's grave in the Bubble Garden, and finally takes Mustang into the township. Darrow leads Mustang to his house, and before going inside, he gives her a hollow cube of his carving, and tells her that she can decide to come in or to leave. It's up to her. Darrow then meets his mom, Deanna, inside, and she recognizes him instantly. The two talk about how things have changed, what Darrow has been doing, and his plans to dismantle the Society. Mustang never comes in though, so after Darrow says goodbye to his mother, he rushes back to his ship to try and catch up with Mustang. But Mustang ambushes Darrow in the tunnels and questions him about being a Red. Ragnar, who followed her, threatens Mustang if she hurts Darrow. And in a touching moment from the fan-favorite giant, Ragnar kneels in front of Mustang without a weapon, demonstrating that people can break the roles the Society forced on them, and that Darrow's cause is about more than just violence. Mustang, unsure of what to do or think, flees. And Darrow returns with Ragnar to the Citadel for Darrow's triumph. After the triumph, Nero talks to Darrow and explains why the colors exist and why what Darrow does is so dangerous. Nero states that the colors exist not because people can't do other things, but because the colors establish order and prevent people from selfishly reaching for power or pleasure. Apparently, if you're a gold, that rule doesn't apply though. Finally, Nero tells Darrow he wants him to become his son by marrying Mustang. Mustang doesn't come to the Triumph Gala, and Severo tells Darrow that Fitchner is absent too. Severo and Ragnar go off to find Fitchner just as the ceremony commences. Roke, who is awarding the Triumph Mask after taking Lauren's spot, talks to Darrow about their shared memories and how they were friends. Before Darrow can piece together what's happening, Roke pricks Darrow's finger with a poison ring, and the gala descends into slaughter. Bone Riders, the Jackal's henchmen from the Institute, rip off their disguises and kill the guests, including Lauren and Victor's mother. Darrow falls, paralyzed, and watches as Nero is taken prisoner and Victor is shot in the back. Aja and Cassius come out, showing that the Jackal and Roke betrayed Darrow and joined the side of the Sovereign. The Jackal admits to Nero that he paid Carnus Albellona to kill his brother Claudius, Nero's eldest and favorite son. Filled with rage and sadness, Nero tells the Jackal he should have strangled him in his crib and that he is not his son. As if a physical connection were cut, the Jackal lifts his scorcher and shoots Nero Augustus in the head. Unable to move or speak, Darrow watches all of this unfold when Roke bends down to tell Darrow that the world where they were brothers is now lost. To finalize the ruin that Darrow and the Sons of Ares now face, Roke opens the Triumph Mask box and shows Darrow Fitchner's severed head. Thank you all for watching. If you have suggestions for other videos or improvements, drop them down in the comments below. I'm always looking for new ways to enhance my content. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and think about subscribing to the channel if you want to see more Red Rising content like this. Thank you again, and I hope to see you all next time on House Mars TV.